Here are the 3 lessons that I learned from this week's surfing class. These are, again, the basics for beginners. And this is all related to when you enter into the ocean or the sea. So when you're entering in, the waves are coming to the shore, right? You sometimes have waves, you sometimes have the white water. And they are very strong sometimes. I've said sometimes way too many times. Anyways, so there are 3 ways you can, counter against these white water waves. The three ways are: first is something called board maneuver. Second is something called the turtle roll. And then the third one is something very simple, very basic: throw the damn board. So the first one is the board maneuver, right? So what you have to do is you have the waves coming at this way, right? Coming towards you. You have the board. So the board, the front side of the board is called the nose. The back side is called the fin, I think, the fin part. What you want to do is when you have the waves coming at you, you want to have the nose above the white water and then your hand on the upper side of the board. So what you're doing is you are just kind of pushing on the back and then going over the white water. So that way you're not, exerting a lot of effort into taking the board into the ocean or the sea. So that's one simple way to kind of fight against the waves. The second way is we talked about something called the turtle roll. Like turtles, they have the body and they have the shell, correct? So it's the same concept. So what you have to do is, let's say you're paddling towards the waves and there's a big wave, you cannot go over it. So what you have to do is you have the board, you're gonna go underneath the board, so facing parallel to the board and facing towards the board as well. You're holding the board with your 2 hands on the sides, and then you're just letting the water pass through you. And you want to do maybe this like 6 feet before the white water or the wave is coming, because if you do that, the water is just gonna hit your face. So this is just a very beginner move that it's always good to when you're facing like big waves, and you hold on to it strong. You're not hurting yourself, you're protecting your main part of the body. And the third and the last one, probably the easiest one, which is if you have the board and you know the wave is coming and you're panicking, the best thing to do is throw the board as far as you can. Again, you're connected to the board by the leash, so don't worry about losing the board. And what you have to do is try to dive under the wave, because the pressure under the wave is not so strong, so you're not hurting yourself. Because again, you have the wave and the water is falling down and you're right here, the impact is very strong. So you want to try to go under, so that way you're not hurting yourself. And if the board goes far away, that's fine. You can always pull it back. So those are the 3 things you can do when just entering in the ocean or the sea while facing the waves. So, normally January through March is the high season in Costa Rica. So that's the reason I'm in a new place. This is one of the perks of this new place, which is the swimming pool. So I've decided to stay in this place until the end of my stay in Costa Rica. So until the end of March. I'm gonna show you the apartment, of course, but this is a pretty nice park. You can swim. There's beautiful scenery around, but quite a nice place. Pura vida. Anyways, let's roll the apartment tour intro.